Hey guys, welcome back to 90 Fiance Tell Out Part 2. You guys, this episode was so juicy. It was actually better than episode 1. Oh my gosh, so much shade, so much tea. Everybody hates each other. Let's just get into it. So, we left off on Jasmine telling everyone that Gino watches his ex's porn videos. So everybody's like, Gino, your girlfriend is hot. I'm just like, your porn's right there. Y'all should just film a porn video.
Gino, your porn's right there. Make your own.
Yeah.
Film yourself.
So Gino still admits that he doesn't have an addiction.
Stop it. Get some help.
And Jasmine believes that he thinks there's too much to make an effort with her, so he'd rather please himself and let her figure it out herself. But then apparently he told her that even if she pleases herself, she can't use toys because it makes him jealous.
I never said you're not allowed to have toys.
You said it. He literally said,
No.
I don't want you to be sticking things in your...
Jasmine says that she feels like a single person who is married, and just like, yeah, I can relate to that. So Jasmine feels like it's impossible for her to be in a sexless marriage because a couple of months can turn into years, and Patrick is like, put your emotions aside and do it, man. And Gino's like, no. And Emily's like, you're just an emotional lovemaker, Gino. And Lauren's like, hold her hand. And Sophie's like, well, you did say hurtful things to him. So right now, everybody just put it in the input. Sean, on the other hand, asked Jasmine if she put a time limit on this relationship, and Jasmine said
yes.
Gino said that she decided not to sleep in the same bed as him, and that's where their bond started to go south. Lauren asked if he hugs, cuddles, or even gives her affection, and Gino said yes, while Jasmine shaking her head no. And so Ashley's like, well, how are you doing it if you're not in the same bed? Crickets.
I mean, how are you doing it if you're not in the same bed?
So Dana's like, bro, just be the man and move forward. And Gino's like, no. And Lauren's like, then let her go. And honestly, for everybody's peace of mind, including us, let her go. Okay, let her go. So then Sean is like, well, thank you, Dana and Michelle, for ratting out your cousin to us. And then they leave.
Well, my work is done here.
And so that's the end of the tell-all, and everybody's going back to the mansion. Gino feels like everybody was blaming him. Meanwhile, Jasmine heads to his room and tries to get the relationship back together. She's like, Gino, I love you. Let's forget about the intimacy. Let's go on dates. Let's sleep in the same bed together, Gino. We don't even have to cuddle.
Even if we don't cuddle or anything, just on the same bed.
You know what? I'll allow you to cuddle your phone with your ex's video still playing, baby.
Yes.
I'm not gonna give up on you, baby.
Okay. So now we see Liz and Jason leave. Ed says that he didn't expect to see Jason. Liz says that she didn't expect to see people push Ed to the corner. Jason's like, Ed and Liz are over, and now it's just Liz and Jason. But then Ed says that in 6 months from now, they'll meet at a bar and he'll be crying in his beer.
I'm willing to place a bet for $1,000 that in 6 months, him and I will be at a bar and he'll be crying into his beer.
Oh my gosh, what a fucking hater. Also, when was this reunion recorded? Has it been 6 months?
Tell them to bring me my money.
Anyways, Jason follows Liz into the mansion, and he's like, we're gonna make a baby together in that room.
Making a baby in there later.
Ew, but okay. Angela comes into the kitchen, and she's like, don't forget to tip your bartender. And she gets the least enthusiastic woo ever.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So Gino tells everybody that him and Jasmine have made up. Jasmine comes from behind and gives him a drink, and Thais is like, wow, look how kind your wife is. As if Jasmine has never been nice a day in her life. Also, she doesn't even know what she put in that drink. Gino's laughing, knowing damn well that he might not even wake up tomorrow.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
So moving on, Michael asks Patrick what country he's from, and he says America, but he has dual citizenship in Brazil. And Michael's like, oh yes, I'll be Nigerian American. Damn right, Michael. Damn right you will. Then Patrick's like, yeah, if you make it past Angela.
Come on, man.
So now we see Angela, and she asks people if they seen Michael. Jason's like, he's in the kitchen. And she's like, y'all see how he's ignoring me? He's going around making everybody think we don't have problems. Did you want him to shit talk you like you're shit talking him? Whole time, Michael is indeed talking good about Angela, but Angela doesn't like the fact that he's making everybody think that he's such a nice guy. Like, honestly, you cannot win with this woman. So now Lauren is encouraging him to go fix things with Angela, so he goes, and it ends up being a shit show.
Yeah, having a conversation about...
And I am in here, and I've been nice because I don't want to run these people's mother party. You're in big. I give you an inch, you take a
So Angela's like, you're making everybody think you're the nice guy. Pay attention to your wife. I'm here with all these good-looking men, and you don't even give a fuck. What? Is he not supposed to trust his wife? Are you planning on cheating on him? Like, none of this outburst makes any sense. So then she tells him to leave and says that she was trying to be nice and not ruin the party. But excuse me, when and how were you trying to be nice? Kobe's trying to calm her down, but you can't calm down a demon.
There is a problem here!
Lord have mercy, I'm scared. Lauren's about to burst into tears because she started all of this. I'm just still screaming, and she tells Michael that she's the nicest person here.
Do not get in my Now I'm the nicest bitch in this house.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So she's like, I brought him here. All I wanted was to touch it for my mans. Lauren finally comes out of hiding, and her and Patrick tried to explain that they told Michael to come and talk to her, but Angela doesn't want to hear any of it. So now Lauren is crying because she basically gave this man a death sentence, and Angela finally leaves.
I feel like I caused a fight.
Oh, you sure did. Kobe can't believe what he saw, and Michael says that he just wants to wait for her to be calm because he has seen this for 7 years.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He says that she always brings up him cheating and that she won't let it go, and brought it up every single argument. So now they're talking about it in another room, and Liz is leading the conversation. But then Ed cuts her off. Why, you may ask? To bring up the damn pasta fight. Nobody can believe it. Jason gets up and tells him to shut the fuck up, and then he sits back down. Ed then proceeds to tell his sister to tell everybody the facts, which I'm about to skip right now.
Please let her talk.
You're such a pussy.
Long story short, his sister says basically nothing of value. She says the way Liz is raising her voice now is how she was during that night, which was basically nothing.
I'm not screaming.
Please finish.
Ed gets upset because nobody's listening, and he walks off while calling her obnoxious, and then he says, I need somebody classy.
Embarrassing.
So now Ashley and Ed have a conversation, and she tells him that he should have handled the breakup better, and he's like, yeah, but she's somebody else's problem now, so I don't care. So Liz comes over, and she says that she didn't get caught in a lie, and Ed is like, you're not my problem anymore. And then they start taking digs at each other.
You don't have sloppy
That is stepbrother, stepsister.
You guys go be happy. Go. Congratulations.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Oh, he's hurting. He's hurting real bad. So now Angela and him are talking and comforting each other. Ed says that he thinks that Michael is a scamming ... He can't even finish because Michael's right behind him, and he's like, oh shit.
I think Michael's a scamming.
We're talking right now, please.
Okay.
Okay, do people not check their surroundings before they start talking shit about somebody else? It doesn't make sense to me. So Michael's talking to Manuel and Jason about how Jason is so in love with Liz. Angela, who just banished Michael, is mad that he's talking to other people and having a good time. So then Angela tells Ed that Michael told her kids that all women are dumb. Michael can hear Angela talking about him, so she's like, I'm just having a conversation with the guys. But then it becomes an argument between the both of them, and so he decides to leave. But then Angela starts chasing him and says that if she catches that he is scamming her, and Michael's like, I'm not scamming you.
Shut up. Yeah, shut up.
But then she brings up again about how he said that all women are stupid, and Michael's like, it was just my opinion.
All women are stupid, you said, right? Did you tell these beautiful women how you told my daughters?
It's my opinion.
That's my opinion!
Oh my gosh, he was being for real? Oh, Michael. Anyways, Angela chases him up the stairs and she gets violent. And I'm mad about what he said, but damn, she always takes things way too far. Thais is like, run, Michael! And the girls are trying to shut her up before she becomes the next victim. Angela tells Michael to pack his stuff and to leave her house. Like, bitch, this is not your house. Then the girls start running away while giggling like a man isn't about to lose his life tonight. But then Angela's like, hi, stupid, to the girls. And Thais is like, what? And Angela's like, oh, that wasn't for me. It's Michael who said all women are stupid. And I feel like I just need to hear the whole story, but then also like maybe I'm giving him too much grace and he did actually say it and mean it. I don't know, but I'm still mad about it. Anyways, the girls are talking about how Liz is about to get banged tonight by her new mans. Ed, on the other hand, is talking about how foreign women are so much better than American women and appreciate so much more.
They understand and appreciate
Yeah,
America
they're
more
the
than,
best. Trust me.
than girls in a bar.
That's BS, but okay. And also, you have Gino in this conversation. Gino, do you want to share your experience?
You're a shitter!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are!
I never.
Yes, you
That's not cheating.
take me out!
Yeah, I'm dropping you off.
Anyways, back to the girls. They start talking about how Gino refuses to get fully naked. He won't even shower with her. Sophie is like, Rob doesn't like it because his wiener and the water don't work.
Brother,
Liz is like, that's weird. I just made my boyfriend have period smacks for the first time. And I was like, what? You guys, I couldn't believe it. I even had to turn on the captions to make sure that I was like listening clearly. But she actually did say that. And Sophie's like, well, yeah, everybody does that. Oh my gosh, no, not everybody does that. Please don't speak for everybody. Moving on, here's a gross fact. It took Liz 6 months to make Ed release, if you know what I mean.
It took me 6 months to get Ed.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
Liz says that it's because he watches porn so much, and so they ask Thais if Patrick watches it, and she says that she doesn't know, but when they don't do the deed, he gets really mad and accuses her of cheating. Like, ew, that's gross, Patrick. Then they go back to Liz and how she and Ed bang, and it's just weird.
You on top? Yeah, obviously. I don't know how he got tired with that. What?
Jason then comes and asks Liz if she's ready for bed, and Ed looks so mad and is low-key like, ugh, that should be me. So he then carries her away, and Ed is just watching and is like, I'm not mad. So he's like, she's old, and everybody's like, huh? And Patrick knows exactly what he's talking about and says that Jason is getting Ed sloppy second. Thank God for Jasmine, because she brings up how Liz said that she would have to get on top because he'll get so tired so fast.
She said that she always has to be on top and you will get it tired. I'm gonna go upstairs.
So now Jasmine's like, I'm gonna go upstairs. I wish I had a massage because my back hurts. And Gino's just standing there confused as fuck. And everybody's like, that's your cue, Gino.
That was the invitation.
Hi, Gino.
So now we see Angela and Alexi. And Angela's just venting. And Alexi's just telling her that if the truth comes out about Michael, then she just needs to get loose. On the other hand, Rob goes to talk to Michael. And he said that he couldn't do it if he was him. Michael says that he'll just defend himself for the tell-all the next day. And that's it. Rob is like, are you willing to let her go? And Michael's just thinking about it because is he willing to let that green card go?
Nope.
Anyways, Angela comes in mad because how dare Michael talk to another human being but her.
We are just
Rob,
having a
excuse me.
man-to-man conversation.
No, you're not a man, though. He's more man than you. Rob, if you don't want to cause problems in our marriage, can you please leave?
I don't want to cause no problems. I hope y'all work it out.
So she's yelling at him to get out. She throws his bag out. Michael leaves. Now poor Michael has to use his shirt as a blanket. Okay, now for the tell-all part 2. Gino and Jasmine did not sleep in the same bed, so I guess they couldn't do that one thing.
Even if we don't cuddle or anything, just on the same bed.
Anyways, we see Lauren and Ed getting ready. Lauren calls out Ed for calling her a bottom feeder, and Ed is like, we can't all have a perfect life.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Then we get the backstory of how Lauren did an interview and they asked her who she doesn't like in 90 Day Fiancé, and she said Ed because he doesn't respect women. Ed then went on an interview and called Lauren a bottom feeder. Now, I feel like he's more in the wrong than she is because all she did was answer a question and he just called her that to like purposely attack her for what she said. But was what she said wrong? No. Okay, he doesn't respect women. Anyways, I don't feel like she should have even brought that conversation up like, why you call me a bottom feeder? You guys all talk shit about each other, okay? It is what it is. Anyways, they're getting an argument and everybody's coming in to watch the shit show.
I did not call you a name. I've never made fun of you. I said I don't like you because of how you treat women. But I've never, ever said anything that low.
You clapped at me and I clapped back.
Ed is mad because she's commenting on somebody that she doesn't know. Alexi has to come in and say that she's commenting on what she sees. Jasmine then calls out Ed and says that he told everybody that Lauren portrays that she has the perfect marriage and is always trying to preach to them and she makes her husband's life miserable. Anyways, that's the end of them. Michael and Angela show up and Kobe's trying to calm Angela down a bit, but she's already going crazy.
You're a liar. Their situation ain't never been as bad as ours.
Michael's like, why are you even shouting? And I'm just like, cause I paid taxes, bitch. Something you ain't ever paid.
And
So Angela decides to leave, and I know Michael's relieved. But he lets us know that he can't even have a conversation with her because everything is all his fault, and so he doesn't like to talk. So now they're all talking about it, and Alexi's like, what if he is scamming her? And Robert's like, it doesn't matter because the way she talks to him is just fucked up. Michael then goes outside and he finally puts his foot down to talk to Angela, but then she gets upset and she just walks away. Okay, moving on. Okay, so now they head to set and we notice that Angela and Michael are not there. So the show starts and Jasmine and Gino said that they didn't sleep in the same bed because they want to take it slow. Then Sean brings up the argument that Ed and Lauren had earlier. Ed was like he was waiting for her to apologize and she's like, no. And then he says that if he doesn't like somebody, then he'll just tell them to their face. Okay.
I think Michael's is scamming.
Anyways, Lauren gets up and tells him to his face that she doesn't like him.
Hey, Ed, I think you are a bully. I think you are not nice to people. I think you're not nice to women. And that's it.
So Ed basically says that she's always against men and favors women, and then he continues arguing before Alexi shuts it down. And now Sean finally addresses that Michael and Angela aren't even here. Ashley and Kobe explained that they got into an argument, but they all agreed that Michael should be able to express himself without Angela interrupting. And then they said that Angela doesn't even want him interacting with anybody.
He's kind of timid, distant.
I was gonna give him a hug, and I understood his body language, and I just shake his hand.
But then Angela and Michael finally come back, and I'm shook because I really wanted Michael to be there by himself so he can speak freely without Angela cutting in every single chance that she got. Anyways, this first segment is about Kobe and Emily, and I thought this was gonna be a boring segment, but no. Oh my gosh, it was actually pretty interesting. So let's get this out of the way. Emily wants 4 or 5 kids. Girl, they moved out,
and that's on period.
Then they bring out her parents. They're like, the house is finally clean now, but moving out is hitting Kobe hard because he had to pay a bill for the first time.
When I had to pay the first bill ever, I was like, holy
So then Sean asked how babysitting is gonna go, and she said never more than once a week. But Kobe is very grateful for all that they've done for him.
But the fact that some people are in your life is enough blessing.
Oh, that is so beautiful. I love Kobe, okay? I cannot get enough of Kobe. He top tier. I love him. Anyways, they bring up Valerie.
You suck!
So Kobe and Valerie aren't really that close anymore. Valerie doesn't like that he married a white woman, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. Angela takes the most offense to this because, as y'all know, she is a white woman with an African man. Ashley tries to say that he probably doesn't mean it that way, but then Angela shuts her down.
I think he doesn't mean it to be offensive.
Ashley, I'm asking him.
Okay.
No, it's not like I'm really being...
So she said that she would prefer it if he said American woman than white woman. Michael agrees with her and says that he should say that instead. But Valerie's like, he wants what's best for him and their culture. But then Angela's like, it's none of his business. Emily's mom says that Kobe does a great job with teaching the children his culture at home. But Emily says that he doesn't teach them the language. And I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you do that? Kobe says that it's too hard for him, and Alexi also points that out and says that it's difficult.
When we got there, they couldn't communicate with their grandpa.
I know I can do better.
He's not trying. Don't.
It's very hard. Come on. We have the same stuff. It's very, very hard.
But it's not. Just speak your language around them, to them, and they'll pick it up, especially at their young age. They're going to pick a lot of shit up. Y'all, my dad speaks French, okay? You know how mad I was when I found that out? Till this day, I'm pissed that he didn't speak it around me. I do speak Erie though, but not fluently. But you know how? Because my parents spoke it around me, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least, like, give your children another language. Anyways, then they start talking about how assertive Emily is. And Kobe's like, that's just her personality. But there are some things that he just wished that she would just agree with, which is the baby's name. And y'all get this. He wants to name the baby after Valerie, the guy that hates his wife.
Kobe wants to name your baby after Valerie, his friend who doesn't like you.
Thank you, Sean.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I take it back. I don't love Kobe. Anyways, Emily believes that the woman should have the final say over what the baby's name should be. Kobe's mad because he wants it his way. But Rob says that it's not fair that she can put her foot down, but he can't. And I definitely feel like they should compromise on this because although I don't agree that the woman should have complete say in the baby's name, but I'll be damned if I'm naming my kid after a guy that hates me. Who would do that? Nobody. So then they bring up Valerie telling Emily about Kobe's ex. Sean asks Kobe if he loved his ex-girlfriend, and he's like, no. But they had this mutual understanding that if he went back and they were both single, then they will both continue the relationship. But then we find out that Valerie told Emily that he was still sending her money, and he didn't stop until Emily got pregnant.
For real?
Were you still sending her money?
Yes. So Emily's dad asked him if he was thinking about having more than one wife, as they can have 2 or 3. And Kobe's like, no, because he didn't come from a polygamous home. So then they asked Kobe if he only married Emily because she was pregnant. And he said that when they first met, there wasn't any love and he just wanted to hit it.
Oh God.
What?
Well, he's honest.
Look who
They're
is
right
sitting
here.
Right there.
Hello.
But then he explains that they started talking and their feelings got involved. And Emily's like, yeah, and he said that he loved me first. And then Angela's like, you heard that, Valerie? He said it first to the white woman. So then Valerie says his last words, which is Emily needs to stop being controlling and you need to know your traits and blah, blah, blah. Goodbye. Anyways, now on to Angela and Michael. So Sean asked them what are some of their pet peeves that they learned about each other. And Angela's like, well, his wet dreams are real. Oh, that's embarrassing. You guys, Michael literally looks like he wants to disappear.
Like, honestly.
He really does have wet dreams. Like,
when it's Michael's turn to answer, he just says that she got too many cats. So then Sean asks how Michael did with her family, and she's like, he was very good with the kids, but, and it's like she's having a stroke for like 15 seconds.
So we use an acronym to talk about stroke symptoms, and this is something I want men to be particularly aware of. E stands for balance, if you're having difficulty with your balance. E stands for eyes, so any kind of visual problem, having difficulty seeing or losing vision in an eye. And then fast, F standing for face, if there's droopiness in the face on one side or the other. A standing for arm, so any weakness of the arm. And then S standing for speech, so speech difficulty getting your words out or slurring your words. That leads us to the T, which is time. That means, again, time to call 911, get to medical attention right away, as soon as possible.
Then they bring up their intimate life. They haven't banged since he came to America, which Angela doesn't like at all because when they first started dating, they banged 37 times in 2 weeks. First of all, why were you even counting? Do you guys count? I need to know. Does anybody count? So Michael explains why, and he's like, she keeps bringing up the cheating, and they can't have a conversation, and he's a grown man and not a child. But then Angela cuts him off and goes off on him.
You cheated and told that bitch you would come to goddamn America and get the visa and you'll handle me. So how do you think I'm supposed to forget that?
Michael, this is literally your fault, okay? Why would you leave that much evidence out in the open? Why would you do that? Come on now. So Michael's telling her to calm down, and she's like, no. And then she brings up Alexi. She says that he helped her see the flags in their relationship. So now Skylar comes in and says that ever since Michael came to the U.S., her mom has been miserable. Michael doesn't show her any affection, and he ignores her. I'm just like, I go out to eat all by myself, Michael. I wonder why.
That's what you did. That's what you just did to his wall.
Michael's like, she keeps bringing up the cheating thing, and I can never have a conversation with her. And I'm just like, that's a lie. Then why didn't your ass stay where you were? And Michael just had enough and said, then send me back home.
Then why didn't you stay your ass where you were?
Then send me back home.
And that's the end of the tell-all. Wasn't that so juicy? I loved it. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for next week. Let me know some of your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.